Question number 2. The product of the lengths of the lengths of perpendiculars drawn from the point two comma 3 to the pair of straight lines x square plus 9xy plus y square equal to 0. This is the question. Given pair of lines are what? 9xy plus y square equal to 0. So it's a homogeneous equation. Homogeneous equation always represents the two lines which passes through the origin. Yes or no? Homogeneous equation always represents the two lines which passes through the origin. So this represents the two lines which passes through origin, because here it's a homogeneous equation. Roughly we can see a check 2 here, x power 2, x power 1, y power 1, that is 2, here y power 2. Actual method is what? Homogeneous equation. How to check homogeneous equation? You take f of xy equal to given equation, f of xy equal to ax square. Here suppose ax square 2hxy plus by square is given. Whether it's a homogeneous equation or not, by observation we can say here 2, x power 1, y power 1, 2, 2. Just method is what? You replace x with kx, y with ky. Then what you get? A into k square x square plus 2h into kx into ky, that is k square into xy, plus b into k square y square. So this is the method actually. If you can take out a k square common, k square into inside you will have inside the bracket ax square plus 2hxy plus by square, 2hxy plus by square. This is nothing but k square into, again this is f of x comma y only. This is actual method to check homogeneous equation or not with given equation. So if you get like this, means this is the homogeneous equation of degree 2. This is the actual method. If you are not in a position to write f of x comma y is equal to, generally what can we say? If you are in a position to write f of x comma y is equals to k power n into f of x comma y. If you are in a position to write the given equation, that is f of x comma y is equal to k power n into f of x comma y, then we say that the given equation is homogeneous equation of degree n. If you are not in the position to write in this form, it's not a homogeneous equation. Now this is of the form ax square plus 2hx square by square. It's a homogeneous equation. What homogeneous equation represents? The two lines which passes through the origin. Then what is the method? You divide throughout with what? X square. It represents the two lines which passes through the origin, that is y is equal to mx form. The line which passes through origin of the form y is equal to mx. You divide throughout with x square. If you divide throughout with x square, then what can you write here? Y square by x square, that is y by x whole square. Here if you divide with x square, 9y by x, plus here you will have 1 is equals to 0. But y by x equal to what? M. From here y by x equal to m. Therefore m square plus 9m plus 1 is equals to 0. So here it's a quadratic equation. It has two real roots because discriminant is greater than 0. See, discriminant is what? 81 minus 4. which is greater than 0, therefore it has two real roots. The roots are what? m1 and m2. The roots are m1 and m2. Therefore it represents two lines, because with slope m1 you will have one line m1x, with slope m2 you will have another line m2x. So let the lines be L1 is equal to, write m1x minus y equal to 0. You can write this line as L1 first line is equal to m1x minus y is equals to 0, and second line L2 is equals to m2x minus y equal to 0. m2x minus y equal to 0. These are the two lines represented by this pair of lines. These are the two lines represented by this pair of lines which passes to the origin. So now the question is what? Now read the question. The product of the lengths of perpendiculars drawn from the point 2, 3 means the distance from 2, 3 to L1 into suppose distance from 2, 3 to L1 is D1, distance from 2, 3 to L2 is D2, then D1 D2 is being asked. D1 D2 is being asked. While finding D1 D2 you can use this is the quadratic. Roots are m1 m2, sum of the roots and product of the roots. First you find the distance from 2, 3 to L1, that is D1, 2, 3 L2 D2, D1 into D2 you multiply. In that multiplication you will have m1 plus m2 and m1 m2. m1 plus m2 is what? Sum of the roots of this equation, minus 9 by 1. m1 m2 is what? 1. Here's m1 m2 are the roots. Then what is m1 plus m2? Sum of the roots is minus 9. And what is product of the roots m1 m2? Just 1, c by a. We will use this data in D1 D2. Now come to the next part, that is distance from 2, 3 to L1 and L2. See, first one is what? L1, that is m1x minus y is equals to 0, and L2 is m2x minus y equal to 0, and the point is 2, 3. Point is 2, 3. Now distance from P2, 3 to L1 is what? Distance formula. That is what? M1 into in place of x 2 minus y. This is 2 by y by square root of what? M1 square plus 1. M1 square plus 1. This is distance from P2, 3 to L1 into product of the distances is given in question. Distance from P2, 3 to L2, that is M2 into 2 minus 3 by under root M2 square plus 1. This is product of the distances. Now what you do is, now multiply these two things. That is if you write one more step, 2m1 minus 3, this is numerator, into 2m2 minus 3 over these things multiply inside, that is 1 plus m1 square into, you can write this thing in 1 square root, that is 1 plus m1 square into 1 plus m2 square. So this is equals to 2m1 that is 4m1 m2 minus this into this, that is 6m1 minus 6m2, that is here minus 6m1 minus 6m2, that is minus of 6 times m1 plus m2. Next remaining is what? Minus 3 into minus 3, that is minus plus 9 over this is equals to, this is 1 plus m1 square 1 plus m2 square plus m1 square, m2 square plus m1 square plus m1 m2 whole square, that is m1 square into m2 square, m1 square into m2 square. this implies, now this is 4 times m1 m2 minus 6 times m1 plus m2 plus 9 over this is equals to square root of 1 plus this m1 square plus m2 square can be written as m1 plus m2 whole square minus 2m1 m2. This m1 square plus m2 square can be written as m1 plus m2 whole square minus 2m1 m2. Already m1 m2 whole square is there. This is m1 m2 whole square. Now we have the data, that is sum of the roots and product of the roots. See, what is the sum of the roots? m1 plus m2 is minus 9 and m1 m2 is 1. Substitute. m1 plus m2 is minus 9 and m1 m2 is 1. 4 times here 1 minus 6 times m1 plus m2 is minus 9 plus 9 over square root 1 plus m1 plus m2, that is minus 9 square minus 2 m1 m2 1 plus again m1 m2 1 square, 67 by 9. This is the product of the distance. This is the final answer.